All right. I know I said this earlier. I didn't even think anybody would care. I'm just doing this because it's funny. All right. What I will say is, I got onto these dudes around like I think 2011. You know what I'm saying? So, I've seen it for a minute. So, this is just like from somebody that was around and at the same time, just somebody who's just seen it. You know what I'm saying? Just seen it. So it's from somebody who's there, and then just from a fan aspect. So top 10 reasons, and actually, to be honest with you, it's not even going to be top 10. It's really like 5 for 5. You know what I'm saying? 5 reasons I love it, 5 reasons I hate it. It just adds up to 10, but really it's just 5 for 5. So here we go. First reason, we're gonna do the love first. First reason I love Stylez-T musically. I probably would say it's for the organic sound. I know there's a lot of controversy behind him, and certain situations. Hey, that's neither here nor there. It has nothing to do with me. But what I will say is, if you get away from that and you just check out, a lot of the stuff where he like don't use samples at all. You know what I'm saying? Where it's just him. Man, it'd be, I ain't gonna toot his horn, but it's like it'd be some other stuff. It'd be like on some, like personally, like some house new age stuff. Really, you know what I'm saying? Like that's how it kind of sounds to me. And then you throw the boom. You know what I'm saying? Throw that in it. Of course you can rap on it, but if you know what I'm saying, you just listen to it. You know what I'm saying? It's deeper than just your regular level of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I give him that. So that's the first thing I love about him. First thing I love about Raisi K is his hunger to me. Like, dude is thirsty and don't need a drink. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've seen him like basically go from where he was to where he is. You know what I'm saying? And just watching in the background, how he never stopped. I mean, he came with this little thing buzzing. He came with this little thing buzzing. You know what I'm saying? He kept moving. You know what I'm saying? His hunger, his ambition, man, is something to watch and learn from. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't think anybody that's been around his circle that has watched him move can say that he's not a hungry dude. I mean, from being in contests to doing what I'm gonna tap on it later, but that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? For his number one, you know what I'm saying? His hunger is just off the chain. Number two, honestly, it's kind of like gonna be like I'm a wedge both of them in there. They actually communicate what they like listeners. You know what I'm saying? Communication. I give them both that. They have there's just, if you know who I'm talking about, you would know the people that they've helped out along their way. You know what I'm saying? The love that they've shown. I mean, just by speaking to people. I mean, they could just be, closed-minded and don't have to really talk to anybody. But they opened up, I mean, in just different type ways, drum kits, all types, just information on how to do things, people that taught them, you know what I'm saying? Just stuff like that. So, the second one is wedged in together. They both are good. They do good communication when it comes to their fans and their friends and stuff like that. I give them that. Third one, I mean, it's funny because it's like I have to kind of wedge it in again. It's like this is another thing. I mean, maybe this is why there's so much controversy around them, because there's a lot of. It's not similar, but it's I don't know, whatever. I've been around it for a while. So the third one would honestly be sampling. I told you. That's going to get funny to me because, like, they both got great samples. I mean, ideas. Yeah. They both got good sample ideas, man. Both of them. I mean, besides the obvious shit that whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, look, I haven't even got to the hate part yet, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, they both got good ear for sound, and the way the way they manipulate the sound to make it sound what they want it to be like. They good. That was the third one. Fourth, and you know, kind of like you know, I guess because I have more you know, communication with this dude, I give Stylez the something that a lot of people don't know about Stylez. Stylez is a funny motherfucker. I mean, dude actually have you rolling. Like if you sit down and really like talk to him, dude is funny. Like he's a funny dude. So, you know, I guess that's what I'm saying I love about Stylez. Like on the fourth one, he's funny as hell. Raisi K, the fourth reason I love Raisi K is because, to be honest with you, even where he's at right now, that's a very humble dude. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even through the minor like little issues that I've had just on the grounds that of what I was, you know, around, you know what I'm saying, who I was hanging with and dealing with, me and him still, like, he still never like jumped out the window. Like we had a few like little bumps in the road, but really it still wasn't jumping out the window. It was just him speaking his opinion about something. Like I give him that. He's humble to that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, I've made a couple frees on his beats, and you know, he's gave nothing but good commentary, man. I've had nothing but good, you know, relationships with him on that tip. So what I'm saying is, that's the fourth reason I got love for Raisi K, because it's like, even through all the yes men's and ups and downs and back and forth, he always kept his own opinion. He never really like let people put a battery in his back. He always spoke his own mind. So that was that one. The fifth one, I'll start off with Raisi K. The fifth one is networking. Networking. I mean, look at it. Like, look at it for what it is. Like, I remember this guy would be arguing like with people on YouTube. Well, not really arguing, but you know, people leave comments and people like, "Oh, your beats are whack. Whoopty whoop. You suck. In video games, you're whack." And it's like, yo, he's actually got a beat on a mainstream record right now that is pushing numbers. You know, I don't know if the album's dropped yet. I don't know how many units it moved, but I know it's popping. I know that much. And it actually had something before that was popping. I think it was down south though. Basically what I'm saying is, dude took what he was doing in his bedroom or in his basement, whatever the hell he was. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, look at it now. You know what I'm saying? Look at it now. And then to go back to the fourth one, I mean, he's still, you know, humble in what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? He's still got an open ear to, you know, suggestions of what's going on in his life. So, you know, that is the fifth reason I got love for Raisi K. He's really humble, man. I mean, you know, I could see him doing a lot in his life. Fifth reason I got love for Stylez is because at the end of the day, there's just so much untapped potential there. Like I said, it's different. It's one thing when you judging somebody from, you know, arm distance. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know Raisi K, but I don't know Raisi K. Like, me and him has never really, like, sat up and chopped it up. I had a few good combos with him. Like, you know, I'm not going to front. I'm not going to sit here and act like I never talked to the man. I've actually talked to him on the phone. So it's like, I know who he is. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I never made music with him like that. Like I said, I freestyled on some of his tracks, and there's still more in the future that I plan to freestyle on. But it's like, with Stylez, I've actually been able to talk to him. I've seen this man face to face. You know what I'm saying? I've met him. So, you know, when it comes to what I'm saying about untapped potential, it's like, man, there's so many archives of ideas that are either washed away, locked away, haven't seen a day. Like, it's just, they're just sitting there. Like, it's just ridiculous. And then just the concepts alone, just like you start brainstorming with somebody, you see what they got going and what they think about, and you be like, yo, this guy, he get all his ducks in line. He could do some shit. You know what I'm saying? So there it is. There it is. It's your 5. Why I love these guys. Now, why do I fucking hate these guys? All right. One, all right, and this go for both of them. just like any artist, fucking assholes, all right? I don't mean that like yo, like for real, like nah, like they kiss, they hug their moms, like no, they not assholes like that. I'm just saying like they just like any artist, like they assholes, like you could give them an idea, 9 times out of 10 they might run with it, not. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say it like that. It's like I told you, it's gonna be funny. Like, you know, I don't have really no hate towards nobody, but it's like I gotta turn it up. It's like, yo, these niggas are assholes, son. How many people out there have gave them an idea or a sample that they never used, that was hot, somebody else used it, it blew up, and you're like, boom. See this shit? You see you see shit I'm talking about? Listen to me. It's like, yo, all bullshit aside, but that's for real though. Like, they're assholes in that sense. They're very egotistic and stubborn. They, you know, baby Dr. Dre's, man. You know, they get in the lab on their own, man. They ghosts. Like, you can't even catch up with them. So, you know, that's just me being funny. But second reason, and I'm gonna split it up. Styles. Reading, I don't like Styles. I mean, second reading, I hate Styles. Styles, man, like Styles getting the shit that he don't even need to get into. You know what I'm saying? Second reading, I hate Styles because Styles throw himself in a fucking frenzy for no reason. Like, Styles that do some shit that is like, why? Like, for what? Like, you have so much fucking heat. Why that? Like, and then why do it that way? Like, I have so many examples of a controversy beat that he did that somebody would be like, yo, he bit that, somebody else did it. And the way he originally did it wasn't even like that. You'd be like, nigga, why didn't you just do it that way? What? Like, you already had your own thing. Like I show you how crazy it is. The dude did it, Styles did it on one of his own beats. He literally put out the version like that he could have came out on his own, and then took the sample. I mean, it's a sample. I'm not saying he wrong for taking the sample. I don't knock that, like, because nobody owns any of these samples. But it's messed up when it's like you riding for a nigga and you know he got skills, and then like you hear something and then the way he do it is like, okay, it's changed, but it's not that much to where they're gonna be like, yo, we don't hear it. You know what I'm saying? That would be the only problem. You know what I'm saying? He does that. Like, he throws himself in the loop sometimes. Like, I'd be like, for what? Like, especially when there'd be like 8 different ways you could have chopped that pie. Like, why you cut it the same way? Like, you better than that. You know what I'm saying? So that would be the second reason I fucking hate Styles. Second reason I hate Raisi K. Raisi K, to me, like, you remember I told you he's humble, okay? He's a humble dude. To me, Raisi K is like the leader. You know what I'm saying? I mean, this guy got fucking, I believe, songs in Germany, niggas taking his beats and shit. He's all over the place. You know, the Raising Man Army. Like I told him on his page, I said, hey, your army is growing, and there's nothing you can do about it. Deal with it. Like, it is what it is. You started this shit, all right? You picked up the turntable and put it up on the web. Now you deal with it. But all jokes aside, though, it's like he a lot of times, because I'll stem back on what I was just talking about with Styles. A lot of situations, though, like, really, Raisi K could have deaded all that shit just by telling me to shut the fuck up. Like, people that really didn't have people that basically was, like, riding his coattail, pretty much. They was riding his show. You know what I'm saying? They was just, like, guessing it because they on now. Like oh, look, it's Raisi K featuring, you know what I'm saying? And then you got a little, Harry, Curly and Mo, you know what I'm saying? They want to do their thing, and, they right. But nobody ever took it to where he was. So honestly, what is it? Obviously, like I said, you just riding, the coattail, and, you know what I'm saying? You doing your own thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, me, when I was speaking for Styles, it really wasn't, like, people got to keep 100. I mean, I keep 100. Nigga, this is in the transition to business. Like, I don't know him. Like, he's up north. Actually, at that time, I think he was like Arizona or something. Like, I don't know this man. I'm spitting freestyle. I just want to, get some music going. Somebody trying to holler at me, it's business, whatever. Somebody fucking up my business. You know what I'm saying? Shit that I'm trying to do. What the hell am I supposed to do? Just sit there and, like, that's just an executive decision. Like, somebody messing with my product, I'm not gonna let that happen. So, that was really the man. I never had a problem with nobody. Like, for the people that know what I'm talking about, it's like, and I had to venture in that to get to why I'm fucking saying what I'm saying. But, it just, he could have been a better general in some situations. That's all I'm saying. Raisi K to me is a very smart, bright young man. And, I think his youth came into play in some of them situations because shit, damn near like 75% of them had nothing to do with him. I think 25% came in just because on some like humbug shit, but it's like for the most part he really didn't have anything to do with it. So that was just his ego jumping out the window. But I don't know. Like I said, he was younger then. Maybe it was putting batteries in his back at the time. Maybe like I said, Harry, Curly, and Mo. You know what I'm saying? They might have been there. Putting shit in his ear. I don't know. Like I said, every time I spoke to him, even when we did like baby bump heads, I mean, we always came through mutual ground at the end. So like I ain't never had no problem with him. But that would be my second reason for him. Like, you didn't, like, you could picture people in order more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, your dudes is reckless. They be out there running their jibs, putting up posts. I mean, controversy sells. I'm not knocking that, but it's like, when it's that on one hand, and then when a nigga speak to you on the other hand, it don't sound like that. It's more or less, what I'm saying, you explain yourself. It's like, why couldn't you just do that? Why don't you just sit the niggas down, B? Like, that's pretty much it. So, third reason. Let me put this motherfucker together. Third reason I hate both of them niggas. We wanted the compilation album so bad. like, for the people that remember when this shit first started, before the first supposed bit record, before the first copied loop, before the first, sampled snare kick the same way. Y'all two, besides Sonic Freak, were the livest motherfuckers on the YouTube. Like everybody was waiting on that. Like, we had already seen, like, Stylez and Sonic Freak do a little something, and it was whatever. But it's like, y'all two, and still today. Like, I mean, there's other dudes. I mean, nobody's, knocking, Negro Saki and even DJ Fusion, how he came up, man. Beautiful thing. I'm not saying that. I'm saying in the beginning. I'm talking about before. Well, not before Negro Saki. Negro Saki was out, but before all these other dudes, before the Sonic Freak clones and all the other just dudes that came out and flourished from other people's sets. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was the Astro from the Wavy thing and the whole Aces Gavin movement and all that stuff. I mean, before the shit was like, cause even Aces, he was doing his thing, but it's like before the shit like came together. I mean, where niggas was like, yo, every week this shit is live. Like, everybody in it was crazy at one point. Like 2012. And like the beginning of 13 was so beautiful. Like, man, I think 2012 was the livest year. It's like, you can talk about the whole Mayan thing, but I ain't gonna go there. But I'm just saying, I think it was the livest year for that whole time because it was insane, man. Everything was just beautiful. So it's like, man, we had talked about that a long time ago. But we was like, man, these two need to link up. And I think y'all did on one joint, Donkey Kong Country thing, right? Yeah, that's in the archives forever. Yeah, that was something y'all both actually worked on. I mean, it was. I think if y'all two could have talked more, just y'all two, I think that wouldn't have been on my fucking hate you list. You know what I'm saying? Because that compilation would have been so sick. Fourth reason. Styles. He do like he took the Sonic Freak shit to a whole nother level, but except not on YouTube but on Facebook. I hate Styles because of the disappearing act shit. Okay, there's so many times this guy has just poofed. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? Like, survive the ridicule, deal with it. Who cares? Let them talk their shit. Who gives a fuck? They're not at your house and they're under your couch. Stop it. Like, deal with it. Who cares? Like, I don't understand why anybody would, stop what they doing. Especially you're doing your music thing. Like, don't let these guys run you out of here. Get real, man. That's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? That was like, I wish he wouldn't have done it. But he's not the only one though. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I know plenty of tight people that have left, never be seen again, man. I mean, he used to go by room 253, and then he turned his name to House of Bottomless, I think. Gone. Great music. Gone. Like, I ain't seen him since. He took his page down. Like, what the fuck happened? Like, just because people don't hear the spark right then, give it time. Shit, let it marinate. You know what I'm saying? I mean, lucky for, you know what I'm saying, somebody like me, DJ T, he ain't nowhere to be seen, but at least he left his page up. It's like, you can still hear that hot shit. You know what I'm saying? People still comment and stuff, but it's like I don't like that about people. Don't leave. Like, why let them win in that sense? You know what I'm saying? Keep going. And I'm glad to see you back. I'm glad to see you doing your thing. But it's like, even on like social media shit, even if you don't be on that motherfucker, leave that shit up. Make a video talking shit about them. Fuck you. Like, that's what your life about? Talking about me? Come on, man. Go get a girlfriend or something, man. Go get a job. Go get some business, man. You know what I'm saying? Go figure something out. You know what I'm saying? Don't you gotta keep fighting, man. You can't dunk off like that. So that would be the fourth reason I hate your ass. Fucking Raisi K, fourth reason I hate your ass. Me personally. This is just me personally. Okay, this is me. This is me. This is the kid. This is Lucky. All right. This is me and you. This is me talking to you. They got nothing to do with nobody else. This is just how I personally feel. Fourth reason I hate your ass is because you was like the main dude, on that. Oh, he's biting my style. He's taking the flips like I'm taking them. Pretty much you sent that shot. You know what I'm saying? Other dudes had like a lure to it, but you the one who sent that shot and set the premise that the dude was a biter. You know what I'm saying? Even later now, like Ghetto Hog, that shit was like, that nigga brought that shit up like way after the fact. Like he bringing up new music, like, oh, he bit this shit too. Whatever. My problem with you is, you was the dude, right? Like, hey, yo, no, this ain't no shot. This ain't got nothing to do. This is just in the archives. This is in the books. You ain't got to listen to me. You go look this shit up yourself. It's still there. Shout out to my boy, Stylez-T, right? Stylez-T did the, I believe it's the Cell beat. I believe he did the Cell beat, right? Alright? Either like 12 hours, like the next day, son. The very next day. You had a Cell beat up. And I ain't hear that much of a difference, yo. Like to be honest, and I mean, there's biased opinions in that, because people could say that Stunt Steve is a young protege of you. You know what I'm saying? Which is a fair argument. It's a fair assessment. I don't have a problem with that. I personally feel that the dude, in some aspects, goes harder than you. Not in all, but in some. But that's neither here nor there. All I'm saying is, he put that shit out first, man. It was either the Cell or it was a Gohan joint. One of the two. It was a Dragon Ball beat. I don't give a fuck nobody says. It was a Dragon Ball beat. I know this shit. And it was like the very next day, you put out the same fucking beat. And it sounded the same way. And the shit, the thing that boggled me the most was the Styles biting controversy was already out. Now, I was like, yo, maybe this is like on some, yo, I gotta spark some blood for this. I'm like, yo, maybe this was like some super thug shit. Maybe this was like some super, I ain't think of it. Like, yo, I'm gonna make fun of him by doing the same beat that everybody already looking at him as the young me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had already said that about Stun Steve. The only difference was everybody gave him respect because he did his own thing. Like, y'all bass and drum kits were kind of similar, but Steve do his own thing. Like, Steve is his own man in the beat making field. Can't nobody take that man crown. He do his own thing. I don't compare him to you. I just seen it in the preliminaries, but I don't compare him to you. You are your own person. He is his own person. But I don't think you that deep with it though. Nah. I think you think it was tight, and because of who you was or is in that plateau, that you could do that. And to me, I'm like, okay, well, if we keeping it funky, if it's supposed to be hip hop and it's all, you know, are you biting or not? That's fucking biting. Like that's all I'm saying. Like, how you gonna get on him for? Okay, you say he take your shit, but nigga, the young dude just put his shit out, and the very next day. It's not like, nigga, you waited a week. No, nigga, it was like 12 hours, done. I remember this shit. I was there. And I was like, hey, get the fuck out of here. Nobody said nothing. Everybody swept it under the rug. I was the only nigga talking about this shit. I remember, like I used to be so fucking, like, agitated with that shit because motherfuckers would always say that shit. And I'd be like, nigga, y'all got y'all shit misconstrued. It's like, how many times can somebody take something that you don't fucking know? Nigga, you don't know who the fuck did what. Like, perfect example. When they was telling Styles he was biting, I remember I banged on Fusion. I was like, hey, nigga, you did the Tales from the Crypt joint. DJ T been that shit months ago. And you took the same rhythm and everything. Oh, I don't know him. Yeah, you don't know him. But doesn't mean he didn't do it first, don't it? It's, hey, like, that was the silly shit that I was getting on my nerves about that whole thing. It was like, how do you fix your lips to say somebody's biting? More or less so, even if you have more than one, you know, example, I don't have a problem with that. It's just, I seen you do it. Like, I seen your ass do it. I'm like basically, like, who's to call the kettle black? Like, it's on some shit like that. Like, if you involved in the same type of foolishness, how the hell you gonna call somebody else for that dumb shit? That's where, like, you know, I had my issues with that. I was like, nigga, that's lame. Like, that's just stupid. So, I believe that's the fourth. For Raisi K. Fifth, all said and done, you know, this can derive for both of them. The fifth reason I can't stand both of you niggas. Nah, it's nothing love, baby. Like, for real, this is, like, at the end, I really hope y'all look at this, like, from a fan's point of view. Like, don't look at this like I've spoke to you. Don't look at this like I've hung out with you. Don't look at this like, you know, I was one of the guys, you know, rooting for you or you comment about. Don't give me none of that shit. Just act like I'm a complete stranger that you never heard from. And I'm just speaking from a fan's perspective. The fifth reason I hate both of you niggas is because y'all ain't truly ever squashed this dumb shit, man. like inadvertently, y'all got beef, but like one-on-one, no, y'all don't. No, the fuck y'all don't. No, you don't. Like, at the end of the day, no, you don't. I personally feel both y'all got batteries in your goddamn back, and neither one of y'all don't know what you're doing. But I do see the growth. I mean, I know some people gonna look at this video like, Raisi don't need nobody. Shit, Raisi doing his thing. Shit, he don't need no niggas. Point taken. I don't have a problem with that. My whole thing is, even when you're up in success, I mean, you can't change the that feeling, man. That feeling when it first was here, man. I mean, that shit was Balboa, man. It was just so much fresh, new talent. I mean, rhymers, beat makers, choreographers, artists, drawers. People was even trying to get their little dance going on. You know, we had female rappers. They still out there. I mean, it was just so much. Female beat makers. I mean, it was just so much going on in that little bubble, man. And it, like, look what popped out of it. Fucking Raisi K. Like, look at that shit. Like, you can see this shit works. I mean, it works. You know what I'm saying? It's not that it doesn't. I mean, from a fan's point of view, a true fan, not a yes man, not a dick rider, a true fan. I would like to see y'all rock again, man. You know what I'm saying? On something, man. I mean, that's like the fifth reason I hate y'all, man. Cause y'all ain't never gonna work. I already know it's not. Like, that's why I hate it. It's like everybody when, you know, at least in my time, you know what I'm saying? Cause, you know, I'm 30, but it's like, in my time, like, it's like Mario Brothers, the movie. We were so hyped for that shit, and when it came out, it wasn't what we wanted. But, if you're from that time, and you was around that age, you still like that motherfucking movie. For some strange reason. It's like, it's weird, but you do. That's how I look at this situation. It's like, it was so cool when it was, but it wasn't, because they wasn't. But when you look back on it, it was. It's like, it was just like a time in history that you'll never get back. You know what I'm saying? You'll never get it back. But, you know, that's pretty much sums it up, man. I mean, this video, it was it was supposed to be funny, which it was to me personally, because I just, you know, throwing shots at these bonehead niggas, because like I said, I watched these niggas. Like, it's one thing if I was like a new cat, fresh 2015, just hearing about these. No, I'm talking about 2011. I'm talking about 2011. I'm talking about, most of these niggas started in 2009, like for real, and they wasn't nowhere yet. Like, they had a little love, but they really wasn't anywhere yet. So it's like, for me to come in the door so early with them and watch them flourish, I mean, to be there, like to be there, to most of them fucking likes is from me, goddammit. Both of these niggas, all right? They owe me, man. They owe me this, man. They owe me the fan, man. To express, you know, how I feel about this shit, goddammit. And I'm just like, that's what I can't stand about y'all, man. It ain't never gonna get together. I know it ain't. It'll never happen, man. It's like the North Pole and the South Pole connecting. That'll never fucking happen. It's never going to. But, you know, just thinking about the top reasons why I love and hate these guys, and why I still listen to their music, why I still support their music, and why I hope in the end of my days I see them as successful as I see them to be. Me too. But at the end of the day, you know, that's pretty much it, man. I appreciate the people that were here. I didn't expect anybody to be on here, but that's what's up. Cool, you know. It's better than TV, ain't it? And that's it. One love. Gone.